next stop is On the Radar Radio.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Yeah.
Yes, sir, baby. On the Radar Radio. Yo, special guest in the building. Warhol.SS in the building. 3200. Volume 2. Tape out now.
Yes, sir.
I don't know why that was a lot to say. What's up, my brother? How are you today,
up,
man? How you feeling?
I'm good. I'm feeling good. We're running around all day.
How's life?
Life's good. I just dropped the best project of my career so far. So
Very exciting. The project is dope. And, you know, kind of when I was getting ready for this interview, I think, like, the first thing that I had noticed was you had dropped some EPs and things like singles during this time, but there was, like, there's a decent-sized gap in the discography.
Yeah.
Of, like, about 4 years, right?
Yeah.
I want to know what, like, before we get into, like, the new music and, like, it being the best project of your career, what was going on through those, like, 4 years? Because, like, that's a real long time without, like, dropping any, dropping a big body of work.
Okay, so I dropped a body of work last year, but that was a body of work that took that long to put out. You know what I'm
Took
saying?
4 years to put out.
Yeah, like this is probably the fastest I put out a project, full body work.
Okay.
Cause like this was 16 songs, just like the last project, but I feel like was just more focused and more intentional with like my execution of the project. You know what I'm saying? Like I knew where I wanted to go with it. I knew what I wanted to do. I knew how I wanted it to sound. I knew how I wanted the videos to do it. So it was just a matter of just executing and just staying on top of the execution because you got a plan, you work the plan. You know what I'm saying? You're bound to see the fruits of your labor, you know?
Absolutely. So, but what did you spend those 4 years doing? Like,
So pretty much just polishing my sound. Like I was never that cared too much about like the fame and just the rushing to get into where you supposed to go because everybody runs their own race. But at the same time, I'm more of a dude that cares about quality. You know, quality is more important than anything. Like anyone can go in the studio and make 20 songs in one night, but if only 2 of them songs fire, then what's the
point? Yeah.
Yeah, what is the point? So it's pretty much just polishing the sound and getting it to where it's on autopilot. Because now I feel like, I could drop another project in 3 months.
Right.
You know? Like, it's on autopilot now.
Right, so you feel more autopilot than you did before then.
Hell yeah, because like mind you, when I came in the game, I was fresh out of high school, like, and I had never did no serious rapping since then, or no, before then. I had never did no serious rapping before then, so it's like I was learning this like as I was going.
Right, you kind of got like through that SoundCloud era. You kind of get thrown into like,
it's like got thrown into the spotlight. You know, like I didn't have no time to develop myself as an artist, even think about what the artist development was. I didn't know what PR was till I put out my first project, like, you know, like that. So, I mean, it's a blessing though, because at the same time, you know, it could have went any other which way. Like,
do you think like I feel like that's like kind of like the biggest issue that like artists face because like I feel like it started with the SoundCloud era where it's like they just get thrusted into the spotlight because of the internet. You know, like the internet was around before that, but it felt like artists would steadily rise through like blog era and things like that. But like once like the SoundCloud era came about, that was kind of like the beginning of the, all right, cool, here you go. They put you on stage and they're like, all right, go ahead.
Nah,
Good
facts.
luck.
Facts. No, that's a fact.
Do you feel like that was kind of like you? They were like, all right, cool, good luck.
Yeah,
Have fun.
It was like, all right, your plays is going crazy. Go ahead. Do your thing. It was no artist development. It was no, you would sound good on this, or let's maybe do this, or it was just like, I bet you got yourself here, now keep yourself here. You know?
A lot of it was like riding on you.
Yeah, pretty much.
And so how did you, I mean, obviously now you like with this project, you got to that point now where you kind of feel like in control. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't have that sense of like, I don't even know what you would call that back then, but like that sense of like worry or like anxiety behind like that.
Yeah, it's like, back then I was focusing on too much. Like I didn't have a serious team. Yeah, I had my manager, but like that's not a full team. Just you and your manager, you know? So it's like now I for sure got a team of people around me. It's like, I bet if I have an idea, bring it to life. If I'm doing something that my team don't think is on brand, they're gonna tell me. Like it's no yes man going on. It's like I got some solid folks around me that's gonna tell me what I should do, or what at least they feel I should do,
and what you shouldn't be doing too, right?
What I shouldn't be doing. Simple as that.
What are some things they told you shouldn't be doing?
Pretty much just getting off track at all, thinking about other like it's the music is the bigger picture. You know what I'm saying? So when you get too focused in what's on the left or what's on the right,
Yeah.
you know, that throw off your creative process for real.
Mm.
Like it can add to it as well, but this is only if you do it in that way, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you do it the right or wrong way in those
Hell
cases.
yeah.
But you know, it was crazy because I was when they had booked you to come on the show. I was actually like low key in the middle of watching the Kids Take Over interview with Cole, which I
Yeah.
thought was so funny because I'm watching this and I'm like looking at my schedule and I'm like, oh, Cole was just talking about
Yeah.
Warhol, right? And I saw you had posted the clip from that interview, but I think it's so cool how like even this many years later, like you're still getting brought up in these interviews and like
Yeah,
as like
yeah.
part of
Nah,
these
I mean,
big moments of like the culture. And
be honest, all my relationships I've built have all been genuine. Like, and anybody that with me truly with me because of yes me, but at the same time I take my music very serious. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I take my relationships very serious as well. Like if I with you, I'm not gonna halfway with you. I'm all in. I'm not with you at all. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
And
yeah.
Cole is one of them people that was like me and him when we clicked. We was all in with each other. You know what I'm saying? All in. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Jake. Jake was one of the people that had us all in. Jake was all in with me first. You know what I'm saying? So Jake was the one that brought me to Cole in like 2015 or something like that.
Damn.
2015, yeah. And I graduated high school in 2015. So it was like, it was happening fast.
And it's crazy even think that that's like almost 10 years ago now.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro. Crazy, bro. When I be telling I'm 26 and then I just turned 26 this year, they be like, bro, we thought you was like in your 30s or something like that. You been rapping for a minute. I'm like,
First of all, yeah. First of all, yeah. Second of all, 26 is not. I'm 27, so I'm right
yeah,
there
so
with
it's
you.
like, we in prime years right now.
Respect.
Prime, what, like right now is the time you know what you, if you don't know at least the direction you want to go right now, then you got some work to do, for sure.
But if you do know, then you definitely on the right path.
Yeah, what? If you know what direction you want to go and you
Right.
executing, this is your prime years because you probably the most focused at this time.
Yeah, you know, it was I was reading this other article about you, and they were talking about how like you know the artist Andy Warhol obviously inspired the name, and I don't know why, but like when I was listening to you, and even like back when I had first seen like Speed Racer and all that, like I had never put two and two together. I don't know why. Like
Yeah.
you know something where it's like it's just something so obvious it's in front of you, but you're like nah, I can't be that.
Yeah,
And I was
yeah.
actually reading the article, so but obviously I know you've spoken about how Andy Warhol was inspired the name, whatever. But what I kind of want to know, as someone who actually used to paint themselves, is like, is there like a specific Andy Warhol painting that you really love?
Okay, so it's his photography.
Or, I'm not
His
photography. My bad.
photography was no. He had paintings too, though. Don't get me wrong. But his photography, like he had this one Mick Jagger photo shoot, ridiculous.
Did you ever go to the? You know where I
The Andy Warhol Museum.
in Pittsburgh?
Yep.
You went there?
No. Matter of fact, I went to an Andy Warhol exhibit. It wasn't in Pittsburgh.
You got to go to
I've
the one in
never been to
Pittsburgh. The one in Pittsburgh is fire.
Word.
I went as a kid.
Okay, yeah, no, I gotta pull up. That's crazy. So I'm sponsored by the Andy Warhol Foundation. So it's a couple things I gotta go.
Oh, you are sponsored by them.
Yeah.
That's fire.
I think I might be the only artist sponsored by like any type of art estate or something like that. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was the picture of Mick Jagger. That's like your
Yeah,
favorite.
that's my favorite one. It's my favorite one.
Why that one specifically?
The contrast of the colors, like, let me see if I got a picture on my phone so I can show you, bro. I can show you better than
It's
I
your
can tell
favorite
you.
photo. It's got to be like
What?
saved somewhere.
Bro,
I ain't gonna lie.
it's just
You
crazy.
got to go to the exhibit in Pittsburgh because I actually went when I was like 10 or 11.
Word.
And then my folks, like, they did not let me go. There was like, you know how like, cause he did like the nude portraits and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely booked it into that room when I was like 12 years old.
Oh, word. Nah,
Yeah.
that's funny.
I yeeted out that room so quickly, bro.
Nah, that's funny as hell.
Here, you want me to look it up? Is Mick Jagger Andy Warhol? Hold on.
Yeah.
Mick Jagger. Hold on.
It's in my threads.
Mick Jagger.
I could have just
Andy-
Googled it, though.
Yeah, I got you. Is this one the one with all the black on it?
Yeah, it's like grayish.
That one?
Red.
No, that's a colored one. Wait, where is it?
Oh, these.
These is fire.
This one right here. Yeah, all the like.
It has,
dark
like, this one right here.
contrast Ones, yeah, all the dark contrast ones. Like Them was the ones that got me because I'm
For
like,
anybody who doesn't know.
yeah, anybody who don't know,
Yeah.
do y'all homework.
And go to the Andy
FYBJ,
Warhol.
man, do y'all research.
If the museum's still in Pittsburgh, go check that out.
Nah,
That shit is
facts, go
fire.
check that out.
So how did you get sponsored by the foundation? How'd that come about?
My sis Giselle had a connection with somebody up there and reached out to him and just let him know about who I was and this, that, and the third. And it turned out they already knew, so it was like it worked out hand in hand.
That's fire.
Yeah,
So how do they
shout
sponsor?
out my sis Giselle. Yeah.
How do they sponsor you? They just kind of help with like the funding of some things you do, or you do stuff with them.
Yeah, actually, I've never asked them to do anything, but like
okay.
they post me on their Instagram page. We did what do we do? We did something like a couple years ago, but honestly, now like my next project I'm dropping is gonna be self-titled, so it's gonna be called Warhol. So this is gonna be the time where I'm gonna be reaching out, you know what I'm saying, and actually bringing those things to
Trying
life.
to do something more with them, deeper with them.
Exactly.
That's hard.
Yeah.
With this tape too, like, you know, Rich is on it, and this is like the first time you've done something with Rich in years, right?
Yeah. Since 2017, yeah.
So it's 6 years now.
Yep, 6 years.
Was this like a joint that y'all had in the tuck, something fresh?
Nah, hell nah. Rich hit me, like, he FaceTimed me and was like, yo, where you at? I'm in LA. All right, what's up? He like, I got a studio, pull up. I'm like, all right, bet. That was just that.
It was just that simple.
Yeah, it was just that. He just called me.
Did it kind of bring like that feeling of like nostalgia for you too a little bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because he hit me around the time when me and Dex dropped the Wave Bros Part 2. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, that brought a lot of nostalgia back. It was just a lot. So he hit me for that, and we did that. Yeah, pretty much.
Isn't it kind of funny to you how like a lot of it's what we call it nostalgia now, even though it was like, well, I guess it is nostalgia because like we talked about how you've been in the game for almost 10 years now.
Yeah.
How it's kind of like some things that you do now are also kind of being called nostalgic to like fans and even like yourself. You're like, oh wow, like you and Dex did this, or you and Rich the Kid did this, and this is kind of like a nostalgic thing for certain people.
That is crazy. It feel like yesterday to me, but like regardless though, it's fine because any type of nostalgia brings euphoria. So I'm saying, if I feel like I'm doing something nostalgic, if I feel like anything I did 6 years ago is nostalgic now, that's fine, because that means it resonate. You know what I'm saying, with you know, the listeners like that. So,
I was gonna say, do you ever feel like because like I think, and I feel like this is gonna kind of, well, this conversation has already been around when music was sampling, but I think sampling aside, from a more artistic perspective in yourself, like, you know, you think about how like movie studios like lean heavy on nostalgia nowadays, like you know, like a company like Marvel or Star Wars, they're like, all right, we're gonna lean heavy on like the nostalgia, right?
Yeah.
Do you yourself sometimes feel like, not like you have to lean on some of the nostalgic stuff that you've done in the past, because obviously you've grown as an artist and this tape is very different than what you've done before, but is there ever like that little inkling in your head where it's like, damn, maybe I should do something nostalgic just to kind of bring people back?
Like sometimes, like I just rapped on a plug beat the other day. Like,
Okay.
I ain't rapped on a plug beat in a minute.
Now, did you do that because you wanted to, or because
it just got sent in a beat pack, and I was like, nah, this is hard, and I ain't rapped on no plug in a second, so I just pulled it up. That's just how that went. This came out fire though. Came out crazy. I'm gonna drop this for sure.
I was about to say, is that actually gonna come out?
Oh yeah. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. I was talking crap. I was talking wet as hell on it. That's just for sure getting dropped, guaranteed. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not in the business of tucking music no more. I feel like that was some like old trying to follow Cardi, do dumb tucking music. Tucking music does not work for everyone.
Right. I was gonna say, like, you know,
especially in the day and age that we in now, bro. Such short attention spans, this, that, and the third. If you're not feeding your fans like what they want, it's not hard for them to either go find your replacement or go find somebody else. You know?
Yeah. I think it was my good brother Hovain, rest in peace. He had said, I think he had tweeted one day years ago, and he's like, that mysterious not cool. He's like, stop being so mysterious and drop music. And this was like,
literally though.
This was like years ago when he tweeted this. And I remember I have these conversations with my mom, like, not everybody could be Cardi, not everybody could be Frank, not everybody could be Kendrick. And
don't work for everybody.
And even like people will call J. Cole mysterious, but J. Cole been outside. Like J. Cole got the festival.
J. Cole is on features left and right. Like J. Cole's not being mysterious right now. He probably ain't dropped the album. Drake for sure not mysterious. If anything, Drake the most in your face you possibly have right now. Still talking about her loss. That was a year ago.
Yeah. So
and he just drops a new. Like, come on, bro.
And so like with you, like, what was there ever a point in your career where you're like, maybe it's now. It could be now where you're like, I gotta, man, this mysterious. I can't do this.
Yeah. Like I feel like a year ago, I was on that. Really, a little more than a year ago, but I was still polishing my my in a certain way. So I was trying to get it to that right vibe. But like, yeah, I'm not in the business of holding music. If I got an EP that sound like straight alchemy like that, I put that.
You gotta put that out.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
you
shit
feel
tough.
me?
Yeah.
Like it don't make no sense to be holding music now. Like people want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? Like a song that you might not never perform might end up being your biggest song in 5 years, like that. You know what I'm saying? Because like, mind you, I've been rapping since I was so young. Like I still see myself like not necessarily even rapping for the bread, because that comes regardless. But like just for the fact that I love making music, like once I get to that age, 29, 30, like there's gonna come a time where I'm only gonna be rapping on Alchemist type, or I'm only gonna be rapping on certain type, because certain go with certain vibes. You know what I'm saying? Like,
And depending how old you are, like you don't want to do the same thing that you did 10 years ago.
yeah,
you know?
bro, it's like it's all about growth. It's all about growth. All is about growth. If you're not growing, then like you're trying to stay in the same spot,
Yeah.
you're not a kid forever. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? And then when you are like, bro, it's a different swag that come with getting older. Like, it's just a way different swag that come with getting older.
I agree,
You
1,000%.
just start carrying yourself different. Start just doing. You interested in different. You know?
Yeah. With you know, kind of bringing it back around to the tape, right? What's like a moment on this tape that you're proud of? With, you know, obviously getting older, getting better, and you know, you calling this your best work that you've ever put out. Like, what's like a moment on this tape that you're particularly proud of?
So Second Nature, when I first made that, I loved the song. It wasn't necessarily like one of my favorites on the project at first, but my manager, when I first played it for my manager, he was like, "Nah, this is my favorite off the rip. Favorite." So I was like, I'm curious why you know he said that. So you know what I'm saying? And then like it was growing on me more and more and more as I was listening to it. You know, boom. I strategically put it as like the song not until like number 11 or something like that, or 10 or something. That's one of the most highly streamed songs on the tape so far.
Yeah.
So that was that's a track that I was kind of being vulnerable in. It's a kind of mellow vibe, but like I see the fans, they don't always want to hear hard turn shit. Sometimes they want to hear cool shit. And it's like I know consciously, subconsciously, I know that because I listen to Currency and Larry June and shit like that. So it's like
Respectfully, yeah.
So it's like I should know that, but it's like I'm me, so I don't necessarily want to be them. But doing that mellow shit in my own way, obviously, is getting a good reception. So
yeah,
you know, people gonna see more of that.
The mellow is actually mad turn. I ain't gonna lie. I love the
Yeah,
mellow.
like that's all I listen to. That's just the crazy. It's crazy because like that's literally all I listen to.
I've been I guess you could call this tape mellow. I've been listening to like the Shorty and Murder Beats tape.
Yeah.
Definitely like some more mellow type of like energy. Like it's like because Shorty just go with like the melodies and that smooth. Like that's just kind of been the energy I've been on too. Is like
Thanks.
you can't be the same. You can't be mosh pitting forever. You feel me?
You know, no. Mosh pit be scaring them.
Mosh pitting be scaring the is crazy. Well, at our age, yes.
What? 26 gang? Mosh pit is scaring the gang. If you got the good vibes, put them in the balcony seats. Not put them in the what? I ain't gonna lie. Picture if one of your top vibes come to your show and end up in GM, but like she in the back though.
Right.
But like the show gets so turned, the mosh pit take up the whole bottom floor, and now your joint's stuck.
Bro, you ever been to
Hey, yeah.
You ever been to Terminal 5?
Nah.
In New York?
Nah.
You never been?
No.
Well, it's like multi-layered, right? I'm gonna paint the picture. It's like 3 floors, right? Bottom floor is, you know, regular GA. Second floor is like also kind of regular GA mixed with some VIP, and then like the top floor, the third floor is like VIP, whatever, right? Bro, the worst part about going to that venue is when you got a vibe and you in VIP, but to get out, you still gotta slide through the GA.
Yeah.
So you gotta leave like at least like 4 songs before that end if you trying to make it out with your vibe alive.
Oh my God.
Calvin?
Hell trying to get out.
Unless you part of the show, unless you the artist or you backstage like that,
Yeah.
slow for you, bro. you be going down like if it was like hypothetically speaking, it's a Travis Scott show right? Soon as you hear Goosebumps, you gotta go.
Note to the P's: never have your vibe in GA.
Never have your vibe.
Never have. You might lose her that same night, guaranteed.
My favorite story of like losing someone in like GA was shout out my homegirl Sim who works with me. We did Yams Day, and like that's ASAP's concert, whatever.
No, that would be wild to see.
Bro, we did that and it was like Barclays. It was Barclays or MSG, but we was on the floor. This was back when I was interning still, and she had never been to like a mosh pit type of show like that, bro. Rocky, before the show even started, just decided to run onto the floor, right? And naturally, you know what happens next. Everybody starts bum rushing Rocky, and her friend never been to something like this before. So I know, it's time to go. Like it's time to run to the wall and wait for it to be over. And then I just remember like reaching for her hand and trying to grab her, and then she got swallowed by the pit.
Bad
Mosh
vibe.
pits scare the.
Mosh pit's too scary.
Mosh pits scare. That's the moral of this interview. Mosh pits scare. So you on your con now though?
Yeah. Like I can still make turns like
the plug.
Yeah, it could, but like smooth is my vibe right now. Real capital P.
I like that for you, bro. Well, new tape out now. Freestyle and performance out now. So make sure y'all go check both those out. We're going to have another new tape on the way. You ready to drop her again already?
Yeah, what? Hell yeah, I'm ready to drop again. I ain't going to lie. Y'all getting an EP before this next project. Probably maybe a baby tape and before the project. But I got vibes for y'all.
There you go. I can't wait, bro. Well, look, appreciate you being here. Make sure y'all go get the tape out now. Make sure y'all go run up everything we have with him. Go run up all the singles, all that good stuff. That's all out now. Before we get up out of here, let the people know they can follow you at anything else you want to let them know. Now it's time to do it. This camera on the right here.
Y'all can follow me on Instagram at Warhol, Warhol. Yeah, I got the name. That's fine. Y'all can follow me on Twitter at Warhol.SS. YouTube, Warhol.SS.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, make sure you go check out everything he has out now. Go run up the tape. Go follow him on everything.
3200 Volume 2 out now, man. Y'all know what it is.
There you go. Go show him some love. Go show him some support. Love is free. Support is free. But y'all already knew that. Till next time, Warhol SS on the radar. We out. Bow.
We out of here.